Hey, I got this new record on Numero Group from Station One in Pompton Lakes. It's in North Jersey. It's a great little record store. They always have interesting stuff. Um, Numero Group's an archival record label from Chicago, and they were founded in 2003. The releases span many genres, and that's a great thing, but it made it hard for me to wrap my head around their identity and if they had a specialty. Well, I went to their website, and they have the quote, "There is no Numero Group sound. Numero is an aesthetic, it's an art project disguised as a business." That explains a lot, because I see these beautiful packages all the time in record stores. I pull them out, I look at them, I don't know any of the artists, and I feel like an idiot. And I know there are reissue labels that don't necessarily reissue exact records that came out decades ago, like Resonance, the jazz reissue label, that find all these live recordings that weren't proper albums before. But at least they're by artists like Ahmad Jamal and Bill Evans, and you know who it is. With the Numero Group, it seems like 99% of the stuff I pull out of the bins, I have no idea who the artist is, but I need to get a little more involved and get more of their stuff. And I know they started in 2003. What have I been waiting for? So I grabbed this. I do have some of their stuff. I grabbed this, and it is called Cult Cargo Salsa Boricua de Chicago. It documents Chicago's overlooked 70s Puerto Rican salsa scene, and apparently major New York and Miami record labels ignored Chicago's 70s scene. The New York and Miami recordings favored Cuban-derived styles, whereas the Chicago scene favored music derived from Puerto Rican folk music called plena. It's a 2-record set. It comes with this great book. I mean, the packaging is always first rate with these guys. So I need to dive in. I always feel like there's a ton of music that Numero Group puts out, and I have no idea which ones to get. So if anybody has any recommendations, I'd love to hear it. Put it in the comments. I have one or two that I love, and I'll check it out. I have this lounge box set they put out, this 3 LP set. It's called Technicolor Paradise, Rum Rhapsody, and Other Exotic Delights. It's 3 LPs of obscure exotica, surf, lounge tracks from the late 50s, early 60s, and it's great. It's a beautiful package. I also have this. I just picked this up, and I think I bought this for the cover. It's called Local Customs Lone Star Lowlands. This is from 2010, and it focuses on the music from lowland recording studios from Port Neches, Texas, from 69 to 74. It's filled with bands trying to make it big in the Houston area, ranging from southern boogie rock to Crosby, Stills, and Nash Young vocal harmonies, garage rock, and occasional quirky instrumentals, all recovered from muddy, moldy tape salvage from a strip mall studio. The thing about this album that I like so much is look at the cover. I tell people when I put it on, the music sounds exactly like the picture on the cover. Exactly. You look at the picture and you hear the music like, oh yeah. Early 70s, guys looked like that. And their flannel shirts smelled like Marlboros and roaches. And yeah, see the guy sticking his finger in his nose? Yeah, this is exactly what it sounds like. And I think that's a great thing. So this is good. I'll take your comments. Next up, a German guy, Jan Wessenfeld, walks in a bar. He took the alias of J.J. Whitfield and recorded as the Whitfield Brothers, J.J. Whitfield Records, Poets of Rhythm, and most recently, Hector and the Malcouns. My daughter was bold enough to get me a Hector and the Malcouns record last year for Christmas. I guess she poked around and saw I didn't have any, and I flipped over it. It's just fantastic. It's referred to as Kraut-Funk. The sound blends Afrobeat, Ethiopian jazz, psychedelic rock, krautrock, and just even saying krautrock in and of itself is a mouthful, because, I mean, you've got the hypnotic and minimalist rhythms of Noi, a big name in krautrock. There's also freeform jazz and funk of Can, another krautrock band that doesn't sound anything like Noi. And then you've got Faust with their industrial sound collages, and so it's a whole mixed bag under the guise of funk. It keeps coming. There's a lot of sound coming off these Karl Hector records, but it all is contained within the genre of funk. So I picked up a few more. I had to get these through Discogs because you just don't see these in the record bins that often. Unstraight Ahead. This came out in 2019. Heavy grooves, atmospheric and spacey instrumentals. Non Ex Orbis. This came out in 2019. Heavy grooves, sprawling, ambitious, Afrodelic Kraut-Funk. That's the best way I could put it. And then one of their, this is called Kumasi, and this is one of the 12 inches. Deep psychedelic African funk. I mean, it's this blend of all these things, and he really, for a German guy, pulls off the African influence shockingly well. These 12 inches are not easy to find. I have two others that I've had for a while. Well, one my daughter got me for Christmas last year, and another I tracked down on Discogs. Screen print covers, whatever exactly that means, and my son screen prints t-shirts for his band. Impossible to find, but the music is just absolutely killer on these 12 inches, and they're extended play 12 inches, but I still think they're 45 RPM. Oh no, they're 35. Anyway, Karl Hector and the Malcouns, I think I've got about everything he's done. I need to get Poets of Rhythm. I don't have anything by that, or any solo J.J. Whitfield, so again, any recommendations would be greatly appreciated. And the coolest album cover, look at that. Don Sebesky, who was an American composer, arranger, and jazz trombonist, best known as the house arranger for Creed Taylor on Verve and CTI Records. Initially not a big fan of Creed Taylor. I mean, back when I was a little more young and militant and serious about jazz, I didn't want to hear any of that fluffy stuff. I've mellowed with age and am opening my ears to this stuff. And therefore, because he was the arranger for CTI, he's adept at blending pop rock and jazz. And this is called The Jazz Rock Syndrome. It came out in 1968, and it's every bit as much of a sound, the late 60s and early 70s. You put it on, you know exactly what time period you're at. It's like a time machine. Tight swinging jazz pop arrangements with organ, clavinet, harpsichord, electric guitar. This is what groovy sounds like. And another frameable album cover. That's it.